afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Hoosick Valley High School in Cheshire. It is Coaches versus Cancer Day, a day that everybody put on their calendar probably a couple of months ago before the basketball season started. And we've already had two games. This is the third game. This is the Drury Blue Devils facing the Green Wave of Greenfield. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Rick Bua, along with Joanne Hurlbut on the camera today. My wife Deb's going to help me out with stats. John Bird is a little under the weather today. So the Blue Devils come into the game with a 4-7 record, fresh off a nice win on the road at Paulo Freire Charter. 2-1 in the South Berkshire League. And Coach Ian Downey's girls trying very, very hard to get back to 500. Like to make the tournament at 500, a first or second finish in the South, one or another. But he's got a big squad. He's got a couple of the junior varsity girls with him today. And they have a tough battle against a very good Green Wave team from Greenfield. Coach John Hickey has built himself a very, very nice program over there. Very competitive in Western Mass over the last couple of years. They did, however, just like the Hoosick Valley Hurricanes did last year, graduating two seniors, Allie Mendel and Lexi Mercer, 2,000-point scorers. The Green Wave also graduated two seniors in Reagan Hickey and Samantha Smith. However, they have again this year Katie Hazelton, a junior who has already scored her 1,000th point. So she's a very impressive ball player, one of the best in Western Mass at her guard position. She's number 4. We'll be calling her name a lot today. And they come into this game with a 7-4 record. And for the Blue Devils, of course, they have been led by their sophomore, Kayla McGrath, averaging 12.7. After that, it goes down to senior Allison Felix at 9.3. And Tess Zoido and Mackenzie Dober, both around 6 points a game. And getting nice contributions from a couple other kids and some off the bench. So, and in many, many ways, Coach Downey's young. And I think he can be very competitive today. I talked to Hoosick Valley assistant coach Bob LeClaire earlier this morning, and he thought this game was going to be one of the tighter games of the day. We'll see what happens. So it's the Green Wave of Greenfield and the Drury Blue Devils from Hoosick Valley High School in Cheshire. Game number 3 of Coaches versus Cancer. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with the starting lineups. Okay, warm-ups are over. We're just a few seconds away here from the introduction of the starting lineups at Hoosick Valley. Drury will be the home team in their home white, and the Green Wave in their black and green trim. I can tell you one thing, I can certainly tolerate the music. And Mr. Tito Sneezek on the PA hip here today. Number 1, Brianna Rivera. Number 2, Raquel Provost. Lilia Kecklemeyer, a freshman. Katie Hazelton, the 1,000-point scorer, the junior. Rounding out Coach Hickey's lineup is number 12, junior Christina Reed. Lady Blue Devils of Drury, Coach Ian Downey. Number 2, Kayla McGrath, their leading scorer. Number 10 is Allison Felix. She is a senior. Number 11, Emily Burdick, a senior. Number 23, Tess Zoido, a senior. And rounding out Coach Downey's lineup, number 21, junior Tatiana Ross. The special thanks to the local Berkshire County officials. They donating all their time today. And in this game, we have Rich Butler, Jack Wood, and Mike Ferforo. Earlier today, in the first game at 10:30 in the morning, Frontier just snuck by the Wildcats of Lee, the Lady Wildcats, 55-54. In the second game that started right around noontime, Lennox had a great overall game and pretty handily handled Mahar of Orange Mass 58-33. So Frontier just over Lee 55-54 and Lennox 58, Mahar 33. This game is starting just about maybe 8 to 9 minutes behind time, which isn't bad for warm-ups when you schedule the games an hour and a half apart. So it's Greenfield and Drury, game number 3 of 7. And Tatiana Ross wins the tap. She gets it to Allison Felix, and Drury will have the ball first. Burdick's shot is in and good. It's a 3. Emily Burdick with the first points of the night. Number 4, Katie Hazelton's going to be the one that they want with the ball. Almost a great save by Kayla McGrath. She will go to the floor, that's for sure. She's an all-around ball player, Kayla McGrath. Hazelton takes the inbounds pass. Guarded by McGrath. Tries to go to the hoop. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound Felix. Nelson's going to take it by herself. Zoido drives. Puts it up and can't get it to go. We got a foul on the floor. And Tessa's going to go to the line. She will get 2. Falls on Ketchelmeyer, her first. Ross off the glass, just can't quite get it to go. Rebound by Provost. Up ahead, and I thought she carried the ball, and she lays it in, and that's number 2, Raquel Provost. That's the first points of the game for the Green Wave. Katie Hazelton with a foul and a bump. It's going to be her first, team's first. Felix loses the ball, but it's knocked out of her hand, so Drury will change possession. Actually, good, nice move by Allison early in the game here with ball control, especially closely guarded by Hazelton. Tess Zoido goes up off the glass. Oh, just can't get it to go, but a beautiful spin move by Tess. Everything but the basket. Here comes Hazelton on the gallop for the Green Wave. Gets shut off. And the 3 is good. And that also is Provost. She's got all 5 points. And it's 5-3, Green Wave. Burdick all right hand. Emily goes up, can't get it to go. And it's knocked out of bounds by Hazelton. It'll stay with the Blue Devils. Just underway here at Hoosick Valley High School. It's Coaches versus Cancer Day on Saturday, the 25th of January. McGrath's going to take a 3. Can't get it to go, and Provost comes away with the rebound. She gets it to Hazelton. Provost looking. Nothing there. She's going to reset. Still plenty of time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. To the top of the key. They're going to let her take a long 3, and it's off the front rim, no good. The rebound is going to be by Felix. Allison picks it up. Trying to, oh, it's stolen away. And scoring is Ketchelmeyer, the freshman, with her first bucket, and it's 7-3. So Drury with a 3 by Burdick and hasn't scored since. 3 minutes played, 5 minutes to go, her first quarter. We had a little push foul. It's going to be on Christina Reed, her first, team's 3rd here in the first quarter. So no fouls for Drury, 3 for Greenfield. Caleb McGrath put the ball in play. Right down the lane. Can't get it to go. Drury's has some really, really good looks. Just can't get it to fall. Here's Ketchelmeyer. Oh, nice feed underneath, and scoring is Brianna Rivera with her first basket. And Coach Downey wants to talk about the offense and the defense as the Green Wave have opened up a little bit at 9-3 with 4:33 left here in the first quarter. You are watching girls basketball here on channel 1302, Educational Access, Northern Berkshire Community Television. We'll be right back. We're back after the timeout. Coach Ian Downey giving instructions right in front of our NBCTC table on offense and defense. It just didn't like what he saw on either ends, and they were getting beat on fast breaks. Drury's had some good looks underneath, but haven't been able to score. McGrath from the corner. Can't get it to go again. Drury cold from the field, very cold from the field. Here comes Hazelton. Oh, they like to penetrate. The ball's knocked away, stolen away by Allison Felix. She's looking for McGrath. She's got Kayla. Kayla goes up and scores. She beat the pack, and Allison saw her. First basket by McGrath, and it's 9-5, Green Wave. Coach Hickey's calling out a play. Got a couple substitutions getting ready to come in at the next whistle or stoppage in play. Shot is no good, and it's going to come down to McGrath. She goes up and doesn't get the basket, but unfortunately getting the rebound was Lila Katchelmeyer, and she was out of bounds, so it'll stay with Drury. Out comes Burdick and Ross, and into the game is Mackenzie Dobert and Katie Booth, first off the bench for Coach Downey. So it'll get shut off. Felix, a three from the other side. Got it! It's a two, I'm sorry. A two for Allison Felix. And it's 9-7. Drury with the last 4 points. Nice baseline move there, shut off. Provost. That shot is no good. It's Hazelton knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Drury basketball. Full court pressure here by the Green Wave. It's press break here. Coach is yelling box. Mackenzie Dobert's going to bring it up herself. Good defense out by the Green Wave. And Felix is fouled by number 34, Tess Rancourt. And that's going to be her first and the fourth on the Green Wave. The Blue Devils with no personal fouls so far. Allison Felix. Zoido goes up. She has the shot blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Green Wave. So Drury has done an excellent job so far, I think, penetrating, trying to dribble down the lane, but they don't have a lot to show for it. They keep, if they keep that up, I think they're going to be okay. And the shot won't go on, an easy one, and we got a jump ball. Yeah, we got a jump ball called by Jack Wood, and the possession arrow is going to stay with Greenfield. .222 left here, first quarter. Greenfield does move the ball well around the perimeter. .12 on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to call an offensive charge going the other way by Jack Wood. Nice job defensively by Mackenzie Dobert taking that charge. That is the fifth foul on Greenfield, and it's the second foul on Tess Rancourt. She has two. Three other players have one. Here's that full court pressure. Here comes Allison Felix with the right hand all the way up. And she's fouled. She's very aggressive, and sooner or later some good things are going to happen if Coach Downey's kids continue to try to penetrate to that hoop. Falls on number 1, Brianna Rivera, her first, team 6th. So 2 shots. And Allison Felix, who was a cool cucumber with her free throws against Lennox the other night in that big win up at Drury, drains the first one. And she got them both. And the score is tied at 9. Drury with 6 unanswered points here in the first quarter. Minute 50 to go. From the corner, shot is a little bit long. Here's Dobert. McKenzie cross dribble, gets it across. Back to Dobert. Katie Booth, short shot, won't go. Rebound by Hazelton. Shot is up, no good. Rebound is by the Green Wave by Christina Reed. Shot is up again, no good. They're going to get 4 opportunities. Next shot is out, no good. Rebound by Tesoidal. 4 good offensive opportunities for Greenfield. Oh, it just won't go. Allison Felix with a nice drive right down the middle of the lane. But she will go back for 2 shots. And more importantly, that's the 7th foul on Greenfield. So for the rest of this half, not just this quarter, but this half, Drury will be at the line on every foul. That's on number 12, Christina Reed, her second. Allison's shot won't go. She is 2 out of 3. Back at the line for another one. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And swishes the second one. 3 out of 4 from the line for Allison. She's got 5 points, and it's 10-9 Drury. First lead since when Emily Burdick hit the 3 very early in the game. Hazelton being guarded by Dobert. Katie gets around her. Hazelton goes up, and she's fouled. So she hasn't touched the ball very much, and that might have been her very first shot that I can recall. The foul is on Katie Booth, her team's first here in the first half. So 7 team fouls for Greenfield and only 1 for the Blue Devils. Katie Hazelton at the line and in and out. She'll get a second. Tatiana Ross back in the game for Tess Zoido. Tess will take a little breather here, get ready for the second quarter. Hazelton's second shot is swish. Her first point of the game. 10-10. Shot clock is just about onto the game clock. And a steal. And they're trying to get the last shot. 10 seconds left in the quarter. And we got a double dribble. So Drury does have the opportunity for the last shot with 7.9 seconds left. Shot is up and good! Mackenzie Dobert down the lane. Kind of put up a desperation shot. She's kind of laughing. But you know what? Drury had a lot of shots that didn't go in underneath the glass in the first quarter, but she did get that one to fall. Great job by Mackenzie Dobert. That's her first points. So we've got 8 minutes played here so far. 1 quarter down. We're moving to the second quarter. It is 12-10 Drury. We'll be right back with second quarter action. Please don't go away. So the girls are back on the court. Drury will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Allison Felix will get the ball from Mr. Rich Butler, one of the 3 officials at this game, along with Jack Wood, Mike Faforo, donating their time. Oh, nice cut. Tatiana Ross can't get it to fall. Everything but the basket. Drury has done great getting to the hoop. They just can't get the ball to fall. Hazelton didn't have anything. Shot is up and off the glass and in. That's Brianna Rivera with her 5th point of the night. And the Green Wave will take a 13-12 lead after that three. Just underway here, second quarter from Hoosick Valley High School. Coaches versus Cancer Day. McGrath's shot is short. Picked off by Katchelmeyer, and she gets it to Katie Hazelton. The Green Wave doesn't force too many shots. They'll take their threes, but they're pretty much open threes. If they don't have a hand in their face, they're going to take it. Short shot is good by Christina Reed, her first basket of the game, and it's 15-12 Greenfield. It's been a momentum change game, that's for sure, scoring-wise. Felix goes up. Oh, in and out, no good. I can't get over some of the shots that won't fall for the Blue Devils. Here comes Hazelton. Katie's going to back it off. Ball was tipped. Rivera looking down low, nothing there. He's trying to set a girl high post and low post. Didn't have anything there. There's the girl in the post right now. The shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. Nobody boxed her out. And Christina Reed scores her second basket here. And it's a 7-0 run for Greenfield. Nothing for Dolbert. Allison Felix with a long three. Good box out there. No white jerseys there for offensive rebound. Drury had a 12-10 lead. It's now 17-12 Greenfield. And another three is good, and they are red hot. Coach Downey's going to call timeout. That's Raquel Provost with her second three of the first half. And the Green Wave have opened it up. They have scored 10 points to Drury's nothing here early in the second quarter. 5:27 left. As the Blue Devils talk it over, we'll take a quick timeout. 20-12 Greenfield. Again, as he did early in the first quarter, Coach Ian Downey had to call timeout for just to break the momentum of Greenfield on a 10-0 run here to start the second quarter. Allison Felix from the corner, can't get it to go, too long, and again, 1 and out for Drury. Rivera with the basketball. Stolen away, re-stolen, and on the floor is Katie Booth, and we're tied up. We'll see where the possession arrow goes to Drury right now. So it's a little bit different for us here at Hoosick Valley. We're on the side that we're normally on, but the benches are also in front of us, so the scores table is also there, which means we can't see the possession arrow. So on the next jump ball, it will go to the Green Wave. Katie Booth has it taken away from her. Here comes Katie Hazelton all the way, lays it up, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound though, but she was standing out of bounds and she knew it. Just hands the ball over to Rich Butler. Well, Drury at times has looked very good offensively, and other times a little bit out of sequence. McGrath's going to pop another three. It's going to be short again. It's the second one's been short. Allison Felix with a nice offensive rebound. Drury will reset. Allison's going to take a three. Back iron no good. Drury is just can't buy a basket right now. Another offensive rebound. Zoido has it taken away by Katchelmeyer. Katchelmeyer all the way to the hoop, puts it up and in with three girls in front of her. 22-12, 10-point lead. Dolbert's going to take a three. No good rebound, Zoido. And she travels. Tried to get the ball to Allison Felix. She saw Hazelton in front of her. Emily Burdick back in the game for Mackenzie Dobert that put some nice time in the time she was on the floor. Added a lot of value to what went on out there for Coach Ian Downey. Drury's got to stop the bleeding here a little bit. They need to stop in some scores. Katie Hazelton stops and pops. She can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Katie Booth takes it away, though. 3:21 left in the quarter. Burdick shot, no good. 1 and out again. And we got, travel. Travel called by Jack Wood on Lilia Ketchelmeyer. Blue Devils have been shut out here so far in the first almost 5 minutes of the second quarter. They're going to run what they call stack on an inbounds play. And it's stolen away. Rivera's going to give up a three. Pass, Zoido had it. They took it away from her. Hazelton with 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to let this thing go. Hazelton's going to launch a long one. Back iron and over the backboard. Hits the top of the backboard. It's actually out of bounds. Allison Felix is going to sit, get a breather, which she has not been able to do. And into the game for the first time for the Blue Devils is Alyssa Russell, a freshman. Somewhere along the line here, these shots are going to start falling for the Blue Devils. Long three, back iron. Hazelton, a little stop and go, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Booth. They got numbers now. Kayla McGrath goes up, can't get it to go. Probably should have stayed on the left-hand side. There was more contact in the middle, but she at least created the contact and will go to the line and shoot two. 2:07 left. Kayla McGrath at the line. She's only got 2 points so far here in the first half. And she has been cold from the field, especially on her threes, where she's, I would guess, 30, 35 at least percent three-point shooter. Kayla makes the first. That's the first point in the second quarter for Drury, and we're at the 2:07 mark. So almost 6 minutes of being shut out here. 22-13. Second one won't go. Hazelton with the rebound. 2 minutes left. All the way to the hoop, uncontested. Can't get it to go. Was Provost. Here comes Burdick. Oh, nice bounce pass to McGrath, and she scores. Nice assist by Emily Burdick. And give the basket to Kayla McGrath. Her 5th point, and it's 22-15. The Blue Devils cut it down to 7 here. Shot up, and we got a foul on Tess Zoido. Going to the line is going to be number 5, Amber Bergeron. Hasn't been in the line yet, hasn't scored yet. That's the first foul on Tess Zoido, and only the second on the Blue Devils here in the first half. That's pretty amazing in itself. First shot is up. It looks good, and it swishes right through. Bergeron will get a second one. As Katie Booth and Tess Zoido get ready to box out. And she makes them both. 2 out of 2 for Bergeron. Her first 2 points of the game. It's 24-15. Alyssa Russell's shot goes up, no good. Rebound. She gets her own rebound, though. Good job by the freshman. She gets shut off on baseline as Russell. And she travels with it. Good to see Coach Downey get his freshman, and the other freshman hasn't been in the game at Madison Hodeling, number 3, but she's been seeing some considerable time on the floor too. And the more varsity experience you get as a ninth grader, boy, it really pays off down the road. Minute left here in the second quarter. Oh, nice pass underneath, but he just can't get it to go. Was Tess Rancourt, and she loses the ball out of bounds. So, as many times I've said so far in the first half, the Drury has not been able to get anything to fall underneath. Greenfield's missed just about as many easy shots underneath. Katie Booth, short shot, can't get it to go. Again, 1 and out by the Blue Devils. Hazelton up ahead to Rivera. Back to Hazelton. Rivera goes baseline, puts it up. She gets fouled. There was really nothing there, but Tess Zoido did foul. That's going to be her second. Only 3 team fouls on Drury. Tess Zoido with 2 of them. First one, a little bit short, hits front iron. So Tess is going to sit down with 30 seconds left. Coach Downey does not want her to pick up her 3rd personal foul. Out comes Alyssa Russell, back in is Mackenzie Dober. Also Allison Felix back in the game. Trying to get some shooters, some ball handlers, some offense in there for the last shot possibly. Shot clock of the game clock is right on. Shot is in and out, no good. Rebound by Allison Felix. Let's see if Drury gets a good shot or looks for the last shot. Two Blue Devils there at the same time. Burdick's shot is blocked. She goes back in, can't get it to go. So Greenfield's going to get the last shot, I believe. Here comes Hazelton. 2 seconds left. Long bomb by Hazelton. Swish! Oh my goodness, that's a backbreaker. That really, really hurts. That's Katie Hazelton's first basket of the entire first half. And with that basket, she's going to give her team, the Green Wave, a 27-15 lead at halftime. Score at the end of one was 12-10 Drury, and Drury just did not do anything offensively in the first 5.5 minutes of the second quarter. And Greenfield played pretty steady both quarters. And it's going to be 27-15 Green Wave going into the third quarter. We're at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away. We'll be right back with second half action. You're watching Drury Girls Basketball on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hoosick Valley High School in Cheshire. It is Coaches versus Cancer Day, game number 3 here at Hoosick. At halftime, it's the Greenfield Green Wave 27 and the Drury Blue Devils 15. Score at the end of one was Drury 12-10. But Greenfield, what a great start of the second quarter. Stymied Drury, definitely got him a little confused offensively, and went on quite a run before Drury scored. And to end the first half, Katie Hazelton, their 1,000-point scorer, had not gotten a basket all day, and she drained a long 3 at the buzzer to give her team this 12-point lead. First possession here in the second half. Here's Rivera from the corner. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Hazelton. She's got a good knack for the basketball. Hazelton to the hoop, puts it up, and she's fouled. Got a blocking foul. It's going to be Tatiana Ross. That's going to be her first, and the first for the Blue Devils here in the second half. Scoring in the first half for Drury, Allison Felix and Kayla McGrath each with 5. Emily Burdick with a 3 to start the scoring this afternoon with 3, and Mackenzie Dobert with 2. First one's good by Hazelton. For the Green Wave, Raquel Provost with 8. Brianna Rivera with 5. 4 apiece. Offensive rebound won't go. Tessoid will lose the ball out of bounds. Green Wave basketball. So it's kind of looks like a power play right now because the Green Wave have had the ball right down under their hoop. The start of the third quarter here. Long shot is good. Another 3. And this was by Provost. That's her third three of the ball game. And it's 31-15, a 16-point lead for the Green Wave. Burdick's going to take a three. Back iron. Can't get it to go. Hazelton comes away with it. Katie on the gallop. She's going to stop. She's going to pull up. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound by the Green Wave. They do move the ball pretty well. Almost stolen away. It is stolen away by Kayla McGrath. Kayla all the way to the hoop, and she's fouled. Couldn't get a shot off. I think it's on Katie Hazelton. She was kind of smiling. It is. It's going to be her second personal foul. And sophomore Kayla McGrath will go to the line, and she'll get two. First one short. Drury's got to put some points on the board here and get a few stops to try to get back in the ball. There's plenty of time left. We're just underway here in the second half. And McGrath makes one out of two. Hazelton gives it up. Another three. Can't get it to go this time. Another offensive rebound. They're really beating Drury on the glass right now. We got a jump ball, and it's going to go Drury's way. I started giving the Greenfield scoring. I had said 4 apiece for Lilia Katchelmeyer, Katie Hazelton, Christina Reed, and a bucket for Amber Bergeron for their 27 halftime points. Still can't get a three to go as Kayla McGrath. Hazelton comes away with the rebound. Shot is up, no good. Rebound McGrath. Allison Felix goes all the way. She gets fouled. Can't get it to go left hand, but she'll go to the line. Fouls on Raquel Provost as Allison Felix misses her first. She's 3 for 5 from the line. And 1 out of 2. Here's another three. It's good. Oh my God, she is red hot. Very, very impressive. Very impressive is Raquel Provost with 3. So I doubled up the Blue Devils here as the hot shooting continues, and Drury just in an offensive funk, to say the least. And I'm being joined by my partner on High School Basketball Weekly, Mr. Tim Morey. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Well, Rick.
And Katie Hazelton scores on an easy basket underneath, and Coach Downey has got to round his troops up, that for sure, before it gets long gone. It's 36-17 after that Katie Hazelton. That's her first 2-point field goal of the night. Tim, as you're just walking in, Drury had a 12-10 lead at the end of one, but didn't score for the first 5 minutes or so, 5.5 minutes of the second quarter, and Greenfield was just very consistent on both ends of the court and kind of pulled away a little bit. It was 27-15 at halftime, but they've absolutely been in control here in the third quarter so far. Hazelton hit a desperation three from just behind, just our side, this side of mid-court, and that propelled them to that 27-15 lead at halftime. But to that point, Tim, she had one free throw.
Well, that's what's surprising, Rick, about the score right now. Just coming in here at the Coaches versus Cancer Classic, what's surprising is that Greenfield has scored 36 points And really, one of their top players, Katie Hazelton, and she's really an outstanding scorer herself, has been limited. Drury's been able to limit her.
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't have taken that shot if the clock wasn't about to go off in the second quarter, Tim. And prior to that, she had 3 points. So, or 1 point, I'm sorry, and a bucket you just saw here as you walked in. Drury, quite frankly, is 0 for the world from the field. Really, really struggling from the outside as well as the inside.
Well, they're going to have to turn on. They've got time. They have time here, Rick. We're only halfway through the third quarter.
Mackenzie Dober back in the game for the Blue Devils, as is Katie Booth. Tezoido had the shot and gave it up. Can't get it to go, and then Drury again 1 and out. Hazelton, she's a complete ball player. Boy, I tell you, she's a team player. She just loves hitting her teammates, Tim.
Absolutely, and
a little bit too hard.
Coach Hickey here for Greenfield.
Here's a steal by Hazelton. Katie goes in, draws the contact, can't get it to go, but I think it's going to be the third on Tezoido.
Yeah, she's a complete ball player, Rick. She's a floor general. She can score the basketball. And I think Coach Hickey, obviously, and it shows in this game from early in the season, looking to develop some other players around her. And if he's able to do that, this Greenfield team could be heard from.
Yeah, absolutely. They, I think it's the program. I think it's the way the coaches' offense and defense work. As Katie drains the first one. But Brianna Rivera has been very good. Raquel Provost has been outstanding. She's been lights out.
And just watching this Greenfield team so far, they look much improved from when we saw them earlier in the year.
2 out of 2 for Hazelton.
Ably assisted here, Mr. Bua, by
Deb's been, she's helping us out with some stats.
On the stats.
She caught me with one error at halftime and gave it to me pretty good. So. Allison goes up off the glass, and this one will go finally. Allison, she's probably 1 for 6, Tim, trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just trying to create contact, trying to get to the glass. Dobert on Hazelton. Katie sees the floor very well.
Yes.
Doesn't force anything. She gets called for steps. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the third game here at Hoosick Valley, Coaches versus Cancer Day. So far, Berkshire County's 1 out of 2. Frontier nipped the Lady Wildcats 55-54, but Lennox all over Maher 58-33 in a very well-played game. That was just before this one. Hazelton on the drive, goes up, can't get it to go, but she again draws contact.
And she's going to go back to the line, Rick, and shoot a pair.
It's on Mackenzie Dober. I've got her down for 1, and it is her first.
Next game here, Rick, Granby and Monument Mountain. That should be a good one. Of course, the great Nora Young.
Got some talented young ladies here today, Tim, that's for sure.
You certainly do.
Hazelton with her 4th free throw in the second half. Coach Hickey's girls, they run nice offense. They work the ball around very well. They go high post, low post. They look for their best opportune shot. 5 out of 5 for Katie Hazelton here in the second half. She's done double figures with 11. Dobert had it. And can't get it to go is Zoido. But second opportunity here. McGrath down the lane, puts it up, can't get it to fall.
Oh boy, you're right, Rick.
It was like that the whole first half. They had some great looks, they couldn't buy a basket.
And Greenfield is just settling into that zone. There's a steal.
Great job by McGrath battling Hazelton. There's some talent between those two young ladies, that's for sure.
Better believe it.
Allison Felix had it taken away. I think Allison might have tripped right there, and that was not intentional. But she pops right back. Right. I'm glad to see that. We had an injury up at Drury High School last night, Tim, in the JV game, where one of the Drury JV boys hit the floor really hard with his head. And Tess Zoido's shot, again, back iron, no good. And we got a foul over the back, and I think this is going to be on Dobert. It's going to be her second quick foul.
Right. Well, Drury's got to try to make something happen here with 2:30 to go. in this third quarter, and they're down here by 21.
Just in a funk. You know, as good as I'm sure they looked at Paulo Freire the other night, and I did the game against Lennox where they were up and down. They had their moments, but they pulled away late. And they've had some great games, as you know, Tim, against some Berkshire County teams. They've hung in with everybody except Hoosick Valley this year.
Oh, they had a great game against Wacona.
PHS, they stuck with them to the end. Taconic, they stuck with them to the end. They had a game tying or game winning shot twice, I guess, against Pittsfield, and couldn't get it to fall. Hazelton's going to take a three. Back iron.
And she had a nice clean look at that three. Drury lucky to get away with that one without her converting.
McGrath goes up. Oh, nice job. Doesn't get the whistle, but does get it off the glass.
And drew some contact there. That could have been a three-point play.
8th point of the night for McGrath. She's been very, very consistent, being Drury's leading scorer this entire season. Double figures all the way through, I believe, so far, Tim, for McGrath.
Yep. Having a great season for the Blue Devils.
Rivera, they kick it out 9. There's the three-point specialist, and this one will not go. Nice box out by Felix. And we got a foul. This could be Katie Hazelton's 3rd personal foul.
Right. That was a picture-perfect box out there by
Tim,
Allison Felix, Rick, as you said.
1:23 left, third quarter. The clock is not Drury's friend at this time, trailing with the margin that they're trailing. Kayla goes up, tries to use the right hand that time, but it is knocked out of bounds by Tess Zoido.
Maybe trying to do a little bit too much there, Rick. She's got to have to keep that ball moving around.
Yeah, I agree.
But she is playing hard.
Yeah, she's an all-around player. She's a team player. She'll die for balls. She's a great defender. She's just basketball smart.
Absolutely.
Provost down the lane. Won't go. Offensive rebound up again and no good. They're going to get a third opportunity. They kick it out to Rivera. Great ball movement. Hazelton to the basket, and again, she will go back to the line where she's been perfect.
Yeah. She's aggressive to the basket, no question about it. And Drury's got to find an answer for that one, or because she's going to live at that foul line.
I think this is on Tess Zoido, and that's her 4th.
Well, for
Tatiana Ross coming into the ballgame probably for Zoido.
Well, for Coach Downey at this point, he's got to ride.
He may have to ride. Yeah, this is the first miss by Hazelton. And Tess will take a seat. Tatiana Ross in the game, the junior. Five out of 6. 6 out of 8 for the day for Hazelton. Kind of jinxed her, I guess.
You're putting the jinx on her.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
So looking for the open person.
Finds
Allison's going to take a 3. Drury's kind of 0 for. Oh, they got one by Emily Burke to start the game, Tim, and that was off the glass. But they've probably, you know, without keeping shot chart, they're probably 1 for 10. Little baseline floater's good. Real nice move there. Amber Bergeron with her very first points of the night at a good time. 42-20, they doubled up on the Blue Devils. Drury will probably get the last shot off here. Felix tries to drive. Oh, she draws a foul.
She's going to go to the line with 1 second to go. So she'll go to the line and
in a close game, that's a tough one. That's a heartbreaker if it's a nail-biting type of game.
You better believe it.
1.3 on the clock, and Allison will go to the line. She's 4 out of 6. She has 8 points on the night, and make it 9. She'll be the first Blue Devil in double figures if she can convert on her second try. And she does.
And she does. And we talked about it, Rick. Drury needs that scoring from Felix and McGrath, but they have to find that third option.
Yeah, and when that third option is there, it's usually Tessa Zoido, and that's picture perfect. That's what he needs. The Blue Devils coming in, averaging 47, giving up 46. Greenfield coming in at 51, giving up 44. So, as you know, Tim, you've been doing these games up here for a long time, Coaches versus Cancer. The Berkshire County teams have fared pretty well over the years, that's for sure. And, you know, we give the Berkshire County teams respect because we cover these teams. And the coaches are very, very intelligent. They tell you exactly the way it is. They know the more Berkshire County action they can get on their independent schedule, the better team, the stronger they're going to be, especially come Western Mass time.
Well, a great example of that, Rick, was Coach Hickey from Greenfield. When he was developing a team with his daughter, they were coming right along. And he openly acknowledged it to me that he said, look, we try to get as many Berkshire County teams on our schedule as possible because the quality of play in Berkshire County, especially in the Division III and of course Taconic and Pittsfield, just makes you a better team.
Yeah, oh sure, Tim. But Drury, I think Coach Downey's looking for some consistency because he's got the South coming up pretty much primarily the South.
That's it.
Which is another one down at Mount Everett, one over at Greylock. 2 against Lee, and then 1 down at Lennox. So a lot of road games again, but nevertheless, Drury still has a very, very good chance for first or second in the South. It's wide open with 4 teams.
It's going to be we talked about on High School Basketball Weekly, it's going to be a real dogfight in the South for first and second place.
Tatiana Ross gets the missed shot, but Hazelton steals it. Again, so intelligent on the floor.
And it's stolen right back
by McGrath.
Nice play by McGrath. Very heads-up play by
Drury's got to get some shots off fairly quickly. They go in, they don't, but at least Coach Downey will be happy with the effort.
And McGrath.
Left hand goes up and gets it to go.
Oh, that's a nice
left
move.
Side right hand, I think, was what it was. It was a nice move.
Nice move by her. She's a left-hander. She shot it with the right, penetrated with the left.
10 points. Hazelton goes up, does not get a call this time, no whistle. We got technical foul.
Oh, they're going to call a technical foul. I think it's going to go against Hazelton, Rick.
Frustration.
Yeah, it is. And Hazelton thought she got fouled.
It's her 4th foul, yeah. Well, I'm watching Katie for the first time Tim, not that I haven't seen her play before, but I didn't notice her as much with Samantha Smith and with Reagan Hickey, of course.
Right.
She was like the third wheel. Now she's primarily and she's a junior with 1,000 points, which is absolutely incredible. Allison Fields will go to the line. She'll do the free throws. She misses it.
Yeah,
she'll get another one. Then the Drury will get the ball.
Yeah, Coach Hickey's trying to put together another team, and he's going to center around Hazelton.
Coaches, I'm assuming, Tim, do not like this at all. It represents the team, of course, and I know it's out of frustration. I'm sure she's a fine young lady and a fine ball player. And, boy, in the heat of the moment, even in girls basketball, Tim, anything can happen.
Absolutely right, Rick. Drury now is on a little bit of a run here. They've cut this lead to 16 with 7:01 to go in the ball game. They're still hanging around, Rick.
It'd be nice if they could put something together here. McGrath, she was shot ready, and she's going to take one late. Front iron. Here comes Kacklemeyer. Stolen away by McGrath.
Going to take it hard.
Goes up, gets the whistle, and again, just can't get that opportunity for a three-point play, Tim. And they had a bunch of them in the first quarter.
But the clock is stopped, and she's going to go on the line. I thought that was a shooting.
It wasn't a shooting foul. They must have called it on the floor. Yeah. That foul was on Tess Rancourt, her third. Kayla goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Ball's on the floor. We got a jump ball called by Mark
and the arrow stays with Drury.
Again, our special thanks to all the referees that donate their time today for the 7 games here at Hoosick Valley High School for this great, great cause. McGrath gets shut off. Dorbert's going to take a three.
Had a clean look at it.
Provost with the rebound. Well, Kyle's been quiet in the second half. Little hot potato there. McGrath's going to foul her from the back. And it's going to be a 1-on-1 situation as Jack Wood calls the foul. Oh, I'm sorry, that is the 6th.
That's
kind of blinded here a little bit at Hoosick Valley behind the goal post. That was only Kayla McGrath's first personal foul in the ball game. You know, Tim, I know this sounds crazy with a 42-26 Greenfield lead, but with Hazelton on the floor, they look a little bit different, you know?
Absolutely.
Offensively. Not that she shot a lot in the first half, but she fed her teammates, and she's just so she sees the court so well. She's so basketball intelligent.
Well, as you indicated, Rick, she's a complete player, no question about it.
Kayla McGrath will take a seat at the 6:04 mark. Not much of a choice for Coach Downey. Kayla's pretty spent out there. She needs a little breather. Alyssa Russell, the freshman in the game, also. And Emily Burdick, the senior, number 11, back in the game for the Blue Devils. Provost has the basketball. Good feet underneath. And scoring on a nice inbound pass is Tess Rancourt. And those are her first points of the ball game.
That's a big basket for Greenfield, stopping his little run that Drury had going.
Kind of hoping Drury can get a couple threes to fall here just to close the gap a little bit, but they've been so unlucky. Here's another opportunity. Again, back iron. The shots have been there. They've been open. They just have not fallen. And you're going to have those days. You are going to have those days. Ness, left-handed move by Katchelmeyer. Her first basket of the second half. She's got 6 for the game. Back to a 20-point lead for the Green Wave.
And that one, you may just about have done it.
Booth's shot won't go. Also, an offensive rebound won't go by Ross. She tries to get it again, stolen away.
She's working really hard underneath that.
Provost all the way down. No, it won't go. And here comes Burdick out of the pack. Trying to beat everybody up the floor is Emily.
And she does.
And she does a great job. And oh my goodness gracious, the ball won't go in. And I've seen more than I want to see of that. And so is Coach Downey, Tim.
You won. That's very, very frustrating. Just one of those situations, right?
That one you just saw was everything you didn't see in the first half.
Well,
over and over again.
I guess it epitomized the game so far.
It really has. It really has. Drury's, they played well. They played better than the score indicates.
Yeah, and Peter Gentile joining the...
Is in the house?
He's in the house, putting together the equipment for our game later today.
Rivera's shot goes up no good. Nice box out there, but it's going to be off Katie Booth, so it's going to stay with the Green Wave. Nice battle down there between Katie Booth and Tess Rancourt, who has a few inches on her, that's for sure. Only 9 players on the roster for Coach Hickey, Tim, but he gets the most out of that team.
Small squad.
Yeah. Into the ball game for the very first time is senior Ashanti Sampson. She'll take out Katie Booth. 4:37 left in this one, a 20-point Greenfield Wave lead. Also checking back in very shortly is Mackenzie Dober and Kayla McGrath at the next horn, which we just heard. Coach Hickey will hand the ball off to Jack Wood.
Well, Rick, I'm excited to see this game that's coming up next between Granby and Monument Mountain, and of course, outstanding player Nora Young, who's committed to play at AIC.
And Monument, Tim, I got some inside information this morning from assistant coach Bob LeClaire from Hoosick Valley about Monument. I didn't see a couple of kids we talk about all the time on High School Basketball Weekly not in the box score at Monument Mountain. Here comes Kayla McGrath out of the pack. Saves her own ball, actually. We're going to get almost a backcourt. Good save by Allison Felix. Great job. Those things don't go unnoticed.
Outstanding effort by Felix there.
Trying to get the ball down to Sampson, and we got a personal foul on Rancourt. And I've got her for 4 personal fouls. And Ashanti Sampson will go to the line, and she'll get a free throw. If she makes it, she'll get a second. Amber Bergeron checking back in the game for the Green Wave. Only 3:50 left in this one. Nice sizable 20-point lead for Greenfield. Sampson shot at his little front iron.
Little flat on the foul shot there.
Very impressed him with the Lady Millionaires in game number 2. I was able to see the majority of that game. They looked incredible against Mahar. I just saw them last week. Of course, they're coming off a nice overtime win over Lee.
Absolutely.
Lee.
That again, you're talking about the
Back
South
shot
Division.
Is, no good by
Rick,
Hazelton.
That was a big game for Lennox. And
the surprises in Berkshire County continue, Tim. They're not shockers, but the Bob Thistle's boys went down to Lenox and won a big South game down there last night. And I was, it wasn't the best game we've ever done, Tim, on Northern Berkshire Community Television, but it was a great effort by the Drury Blue Devils and the Hoosick Valley Hurricanes last night. That game was closer, believe it or not, than that 9-point margin. I thought Coach Hart's team at many points of that game outplayed Coach Rissette's team. Shot from the corner will not go by Hazelton.
And Hoosick was coming off a big win over Wacona.
Yeah, both teams had huge wins on Wednesday. Drury over Monument, and of course the Hoosick win as the ball's on the floor. It's tied up.
Of course, you did the fabulous game between Monument and Drury. What an incredible individual effort there by Scott McGuire. And then Isaiah Stubbs scored 35 on any night, on any other night. That would have been a front page.
And I'll tell you, Tim, I think Coach Risette kind of knows that they escaped last night with a win. It's going to be much different here when they play here. And the Hurricanes, of course, need two as Allison Felix gives the ball up. And Hodeling's shot is good. And the freshman.
Nice shot there by Hodeling. And a steal in the backcourt, Rick.
And Kayla scores. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor with 2:45 left. It's 46-30. We'll keep it right here. And I really think, Tim, with the game last night, Isaiah Stubbs was red hot and could feel it. Unfortunately, had to spend a lot of time on the bench with personal fouls. Ended up fouling out in the fourth quarter, which was disappointing for Coach Hart's team. But his kids gave an incredible effort. And a lot of times, Tim, I'll look at the Hoosick Valley team, even under Coach Robinson, and say, look, they may be the savviest basketball players, but the best athletes in the school.
Right.
And they're 2 and 3 sport athletes. And Coach Hart's kids gave him everything he could ever ask for. And we didn't talk to Coach Hart after the game. We had the winning coach, Coach Risette, join us, of course, as you often do up here.
Right.
But I'm sure he was extremely pleased with his kids' effort. I thought they were incredible. He got some nice work from Cole DeRozier, from sophomore Logan Davis. The Levesque kid played really tough underneath. I'll tell you, Hoosick Valley and playing in that North, again, is going to make them better. And they only need 2 victories. And the Blue Devils picked up their 7th victory last night. So they're on a little bit of roll. And still look at that game against Wacona, the Wacona loss. Good ball movement here as Hazelton goes to the hoop. Won't go. And we got a foul. And McGrath will go to the line. Foul should be on Christina Reed.
All right, penalty situation, so Kayla McGrath goes back to the line for the Blue Devils. Well, it's going to be interesting for both teams, Rick. Hoosick, of course, has 7 games left in their schedule. They've got to find 2 wins someplace against some very tough competition.
Yeah, I think the Mount Anthony game is huge for them this week.
Absolutely,
because I think they can sneak one out of there with the North teams as tough as it's going to be. Kayla's first shot is swished.
And of course, Rick, Hoosick Valley, a different team with Carson Meswar back.
Oh, there's no question about that. And I'll tell you what, came off the bench for 2 games, started last night. Played most of the game, and I watched his mobility, Tim. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn good. He's not missing much with that knee brace on. Yeah, they're going to make some noise down the stretch. McGrath is 2 out of 2. In double figures is the sophomore. 46-32. Drury still pressing. Nice. Just saving the ball is Christina Reed. And she gets it to Katie Hazelton. Hazelton goes baseline, goes up and finally scores.
Oh, nice effort there by Hazelton. You can see she's a scorer.
Nice cut by Katie Booth, but it's just deflected off Hazelton. And Drury will keep the ball with exactly 2 minutes left in this one. And of course, Tim, after the Granby Monument game, we've got Quaben and Wacona. Always like watching Coach Liz Kay's girls play.
Right.
And then Hampshire and Greylock should be another good one. Coach Jacoby has done very well here, Coaches versus Cancer. Trying to get back to the 500 mark, or 5-6 right now. And, of course, the game you're going to be calling around 8 o'clock or so, or 7:30 or so tonight.
Yep.
Could be 7:45-ish. We'll see. But it's going to be Minnechaug, fresh off a loss, I understand.
They were beaten by Northampton. So that's their first loss of the year. There are no
Facing,
undefeated teams.
Coach Ron Wojcik's Hoosick Valley Hurricanes. Last year's Division III state champions.
Well, that'll be a whale of a game.
Emily Burdick with the basketball. She gives it to Chalana, gives it right back to Burdick. Chalana is fouled. Hey, she's going to go to the line.
She will.
Nice effort trying to penetrate the paint. Falls on Provost, her second.
And the media covering this event, of course, we're here, along with Berkshire, Stephen Dravis here, and I thought I saw...
Howard Herman was here earlier.
Yes, he is, and from the Berkshire Eagle, and I thought I saw Meredith Perry from Mass Live.
And Caroline Chalana drains 1 out of 2, scores her first point of the ball game.
A lot of coaches from other teams here. Coach Dubuck from South Hadley here. It gives them it's a one-stop shopping opportunity to see.
Yeah, this is a great scouting day. Provost all the way up ahead. Oh, yeah, blocked by Sampson,
boy.
but you can hear the slap from up here. So Ashanti Sampson's going to be called with her first personal foul of the ball game, and going to the line. I think is it number 10? Yeah, it's Hannah Poirier, a sophomore into the game. She can't get the first one to go. She'll get a second. 1:44 left. Kind of just going to be what will be the final score of this one.
That's it.
0 for 2, and the rebound by Hodeling. So a couple of freshmen into the game. Long three is going to be short by Russell, and it's going to go over to the green wave. Minute and a half left. Good defensive job there by Chalana, but she's going to create a foul. First on Caroline. And Amber Bergeron will go to the line. And it should be double bonus time for the last minute or so. Not quite. One more.
Drury with 8 team fouls.
Yeah, 2 more. Yeah, 8 and 9 team fouls. Looking to my right, down below, looks to be the Granby team, I believe. Shot's good by Bergeron. She's got 5 in the game, and she'll get a second. So the crowd's been pretty steady, Tim. You know, you come in certainly, and
right.
Not everybody's going to spend all day here, but it's been in and out, in and out. 2 out of 2 for Bergeron. Chalana back to Burdick. Burdick's going to drive baseline, put a little floater up, can't get it to go. Rebound is up and in by Hodeling. First points by Madison of the ball game. That's the future Drury basketball.
Right.
The ninth graders, Tim.
Yeah, and they're getting valuable experience.
Nice block
here
from behind by Russell. Yeah, she blocks Tess Rancourt's shot. It'll stay with Greenfield. Just under a minute left here at Hoosick. Nice inbounds pass, but just won't go. Sampson with the rebound.
Nice rebound by Sampson, Rick.
Burdick's going to back it off. And it's another turnover by the Blue Devils. And they'll get the ball back at least one more time. Missing the shot is Kackelmeyer.
But she puts it back on her own rebound.
8 points for Kackelmeyer in the ball game. 52-35. All Greenfield from the second quarter on. Holding shot from the corner. Drury still can't. They just can't buy a 3, Tim.
Well, you're going to have those kind of games, Rick. As a coach, you just got to go with it. And
sometimes it's matchups. They were just out of sync. Defensively, a little bit. Not the effort. The effort was there. The hustle was there. And there we go. She finally knocks down a 3.
Nice looking shot there.
Provost still in the ball game, just trying to run the clock out as she does. And that'll do it for game number 3 here. Just to round up the score so far, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Frontier over Lee in a real close one in game number 1, 55-54. The Lennox Millionaires over Mahar, 58-33. And this one, they took off the board already before I could write it down, but it was
52-38.
I got the 52. I did not get the 38, Tim. I'm glad you were with me.
Yeah.
So don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Tim and I will be right back with the final scores. Okay, the final score again, 52-38 Greenfield over the Drury Blue Devils. For Drury, they were led by Kayla McGrath, as usual, with 14. Allison Felix, double figures, helped out a lot at the free throw line with 11. 5 for Madison Hodeling off the bench. 3 for Emily Burdick. She scored the first 3 points of the ball game. A bucket for Mackenzie Dober, and Caroline Chalana with a point for Drury's 38. For the Green Wave of Greenfield, they were led by Raquel Provost with 14, Katie Hazelton with 13, most of them in the second half, and a lot from the free throw line. 8 for Lilia Kackelmeyer, 6 for Amber Bergeron, 5 for Brianna Rivera, 4 for Christina Reed, and a bucket for Tess Rankar for their 52. So game number 3 is completed here at Hoosick Valley High School. The final score again, the Green Wave of Greenfield, 52. The Drury Blue Devils 38. For Joanne Hurlbutt, for Tim Morey, my wife Deb, I'm Rick Boer saying thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you again real soon. Goodbye from now from Hoosick Valley High School.